Test one, test one, test one, test one, test one, test one. Woo. Test. Okay. Test one, test one, test one. Test one, test one. Okay. Oop. Tup, 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 tup. Okay. 1 2 1 2.
spirit of our ancient tradition that hallows and unites Israel in all lands and all ages, we now kindle the Sabbath lights. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech ha'olam, asher kitishanu b'mitzvot v'etzavanu lehagnik nel shel Shabbat. Blessed art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us by thy laws and commanded us to kindle the Sabbath lights. May the Lord bless us with Sabbath joy. May the Lord bless us with Sabbath holiness. And may the Lord bless us with Sabbath peace. Amen.
Ask that you remain standing for the opening prayer. The day is fading, the sun is setting, the silence and peace of night descends upon the earth. Give rest, O Father of peace, unto our disquieted hearts. Lift up the soul that is cast down. Turn in thine all-forgiving love to thy children who hope for thy mercy. Turn, O Father, to all fainting hearts, to all heavy-laden souls. Let this hour bring us the assurance of thy forgiveness. O consecrate our hearts unto thee and make them thy living altars, whereon shall burn the holy flame of devotion to thee, O merciful God. Amen. May be seated, and service will continue on page 14 as always. Sorry, page 11 as always, at Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharetz, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ochem L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Serchem L'Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
A Psalm of David. Ascribe unto the Lord, O ye sons of the mighty. Ascribe unto the Lord glory and power. The voice of the Lord is upon the waters, the God of glory thundereth. The Lord is upon mighty waters. The voice of the Lord breaketh the cedars, yea, the Lord shivereth the cedars of Lebanon. The voice of the Lord flasheth flames of fire. The voice of the Lord causeth the oaks to shake and maketh the forest bare, while in his temple everything says glory. The Lord will give strength unto his people. The Lord will bless his people with peace.
Ishmiya
Continue page 14. Mizmor Sheleyom HaShabbat. It is good to give thanks unto the Lord and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High. Upon the 10-stringed instrument and upon the psaltery, and with a solemn sound upon the harp. How great, O Lord, are all thy works, how exceedingly profound are thy thoughts. When the wicked spring up like grass and the workers of iniquity flourish, it is that they may be destroyed forever. For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. They shall still blossom into old age. They shall be full of sap and verdant. The Lord reigneth clothed with majesty. The Lord is clothed and hath girded himself with power. The world is also established, that it cannot be moved. The floods, O Lord, raise themselves up. They lift up their voice, and the floods raise up their waves. Thy testimonies are most faithful. Holiness beseemeth thy temple, O Lord, unto the utmost of days. You please stand. Baraku et Adonai Hamevorach. Bless ye the Lord, who is ever blessed.
Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Blessed be the Lord, who is blessed forever and ever. You may be seated. Blessed art thou, O Lord our God, King of the universe, who by thy word causest the evening to advance, who with wisdom openest the gates of heaven, and with understanding changest times and variest the seasons, and disposes the stars in their stations in the sky according to thy will. Thou createst day and night, causest the light to recede from before the darkness, and the darkness before the light. Thou causest the day to pass away, and bringest on the night, and makest a division between day and night. The Lord of hosts is thy name. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who bringest on the evening twilight. And we continue together. With everlasting love hast thou loved the house of Israel, thy people. A law and commandments, statutes and judgments hast thou taught us. Therefore, O Lord our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will discourse of thy statutes. We rejoice and exult in the instructive words of thy Torah, commandments and statutes forever and ever. For they are our life and the prolongation of our days, and on them we meditate day and night. May thy love never depart from us. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who lovest thy people Israel. Please stand for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Baruch Shem Kevo Malkuto Leolam Vaed. Blessed be his name, whose glorious kingdom is forever and ever.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אלוקים מצווך היום על לבביך, ושמנמתם לבניך ודברת בם, ושבתך בביתך ובלצך בדרך ובשכבך ובחומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, וחיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכסבתם על מזוזו ביתך ובשעריך.
We continue together. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy might. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto your children. And you shall speak of them when you sittest in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between thine eyes, and you shall write them upon the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. You may be seated. And it shall come to pass, if you shall hearken diligently unto my commandments which I command you this day, to love the Lord your God, and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, that I will give the rain of your land in its due season, the former rain and the latter rain, that you may gather in your corn and your wine and your oil. And I will give grass in thy field for your cattle, and you shall eat and be satisfied. Take heed to yourselves, lest your heart be deceived, and ye turn aside and serve other gods and worship them. And the anger of the Lord will be kindled against you, and he will shut up the heaven that there be no rain, and that the land will not yield her fruit, and he perish quickly from off the goodly land which the Lord giveth you. Therefore shall ye lay up these my words in your heart and in your soul, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes. You shall teach them to your children, talking of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, when you lie down and when you rise up. And you shall write them upon the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, that your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children, upon the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them, as the days of the heavens above the earth. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר בני ישראל ואמרת עליהם ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונעתנו על ציצית הכנף בתיל תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית, וראיתם אותו ולקחתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחר לבבכם ואחר עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוציא אתכם מארץ מצרים לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen. Our hymn this evening can be found on hymn number 10. Hymn number 10 can be found on page 212. The sun goes down.
The sun goes down, the shadows rise, the day of God is near its close. The growing on the homeward flies, a gentle breeze foretells repose. Lord, crown our work before the night, at eventide let there be light. While still in clouds the sun delays, we pray thee, Lord of earth and heaven, that love may shed its peaceful rays new hope unto our souls be given. Oh, may the parting hour be bright. At eventide, let there be light. And when our sun of life retreats, when evening shadows round us fall, our restless heart no longer beats, and graveward sings our earthly pall, we shall behold a glorious sight. At eventide there will be light. Amen.
Not much in the way of announcements, just to remind the congregation, however, that Hanukkah begins Sunday evening, Sunday sundown, the 2nd, and will continue through for the next 7-8 days, as you know, 8 days to be precise. Next week, Friday, we will be lighting our menorah, Hanukkah, really, and please, it's going to be special, because as you know, we place it a special spot in the synagogue, and we light it, and special prayers. So we look forward to your attendance. Next week, Friday, there's also a young people's Hanukkah party being held, and I'm sure all those people involved in that will be notified by Margaret. It's the 9th, I think, right? But maybe before. But you'll check your MailChimps for me, please. I didn't check this week, my fault. Nothing else really, just to welcome a guest from Miami with us today, Guy Govaya. Many of you may know his family, Alvaro and Joanne Govaya. And if you know the Govaya family, I've known them for all my life. They've been living in Jamaica. I think originally Guyanese, right, Guy? Right. But, so we welcome him with us this evening, worshiping for the first time in a Jewish synagogue. A big thing. I think that's everything for announcements. Heard, unfortunately, and we pray for that Wallace isn't well. Campbell heard today that he's in hospital at the moment. I pray that whatever it is that ails him will be dealt with in the most expeditious manner. You know, Wallace, he no love to lay down in no hospital at any time, so high ignorance unless they take care. But I pray that they deal with his issue and completely cure him. We continue on page 18 with responsive reading. True and firmly establishes all this with us, that he is the Lord our God with none besides him, and we Israel are his people. He is the God who avenged us of our adversaries and dealt out a recompense to the enemies of our souls. He hath caused us to tread on the high places of our enemies and exalted our horn above all who hate us. In his wrath he smote all the firstborn of Egypt and brought out his people Israel from among them unto everlasting freedom. His children beheld his might. They praised and gave thanks to his name and willingly submitted to his dominion.
Micha mocha ba'elem Adonai, Micha mocha nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot osefele.
Upon the sea, O Lord our God, thy children beheld thy majesty. Altogether they praised thee, proclaiming thy kingly power, and said, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed, the Lord shall reign forever and ever. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who hast redeemed Israel. Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Avinu leshalom Vehanamidenu Malchenu Lechaim Tovim Ushalom Ufros
Ufros.
Alenu Sukat Rakamim Veshalom Betachenenu Enetza Tova Milefanecha Vehoshienu Mehera Leman Shemecha Behagem Adenu Ufros
Ufros.
Alenu Suchat Rakamim Veshalom Baruch Atah Adonai Hapareh Suchat Shalom Aleinu Be'alamo Yisrael Be'Yerushalayim Amen.
Blessed art thou, O Lord, who spreadest the tabernacle of peace over us and over thy people Israel, over Jerusalem and over all mankind. Amen. Please stand for the Veshamru.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, lasat et ha-Shabbat ledorotam, berit olam, beni uven b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, כי ששת ימים מסע אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה ילמד ברכותי וימליך מלכותי ויצמח פרקני ויקרב משכי בחיי חון וביום חון ובחיי רחוב בית ישראל בגאלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמירה במברך לעולם לעם ועם יתברך וישתבח את פר ואת רומן ואת נשא ואת שדה ואת לב ואת הלל שבקודשה בריקו לעולם מן כל ברכתה שירתה תשבחתה ונחמתה Damiran diama Vemuru. Amen.
We continue together in the middle of page 21. In this moment of silent communion with Thee, O God, a still, small voice speaks in the depth of my spirit. It speaks to me of the things I must do to attain holy kinship with Thee and to grow in the likeness of Thee. I must do my allotted task with unflagging faithfulness, even though the eye of no taskmaster is on me. I must be gentle in the face of ingratitude, or when slander distorts my noblest motives. I must come to the end of each day with a feeling that I have used its gifts gratefully and faced its trials bravely. O Lord, help me to be ever more like Thee, holy for Thou art holy, loving for Thou art loving. Speak to me then, O Lord, as I seek Thee again and again in the stillness of meditation, until Thy bidding shall at last become for me a hallowed discipline, a familiar way of life, so that I may live on in deeds that bless other lives and leave behind me the heritage of a good name. Amen. We continue with silent personal prayer for a few minutes, or if it be your wish, you may continue to chant the Amidah, page 3940, silently. Continue together. Final paragraph, page 21. O my God, guard my tongue from evil and my lips from uttering deceit. Let my soul be silent towards those that curse me, and grant that my soul may be humble as the dust to everyone. Open my heart to receive Thy Torah, that my soul may pursue Thy commandments. Speedily, I beseech Thee, frustrate the devices and destroy the machinations of all those who rise up against me for evil. O grant it for the sake of Thy name, grant it for the sake of Thy right hand, grant it for the sake of Thy Torah, grant it for the sake of Thy holiness. O save me with Thy right hand, and answer me.
May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in Thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Amen.
עושה שלום ממרומיו וברחמיו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. אמן.
יום הששבה יחולו השמיים והארץ וכל סבם ויכול אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויחדש אותו, כי בוא שבת מכל מלאכתו, כי בוא שבת מכל מלאכתו, אשר ברא אלוהים, אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות.
We continue together, page 22. Our God and God of our fathers, accept, we beseech thee, our rest. Sanctify us with thy commandments and grant our portion in thy Torah. Satisfy us with thy goodness, gladden our souls with thy salvation, and purify our hearts to serve thee in truth. Cause us, O Lord our God, to inherit thy holy Sabbath with a love and delight, and grant that all Israel who hallow thy name may have rest thereon. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who hallowest Sabbath. Lord, what is man that thou hast regard for him, or the son of man that thou takest account of him? Man is like a breath. His days are as a fleeting shadow. In the morning he flourishes and grows up like grass. In the evening he is cut down and withers. So teach us to number our days, that we may get us a heart of wisdom. Mark the man of integrity and behold the upright, for there is a future for the man of peace. Amen. Let us sanctify those who have gone before us with the mourners Kaddish, page 22 and 23. It kadal vit kadal shemir rabba. Me'alma devra kerotevi amlik malkutevi atzmar kukanevi kareb meshike. Vekai kol mekon vekayav dekol be Israel ba'alav izman kari vemru. Amen. Ye shemir rabba mevorak le'alam le'al maya yitbarak. Vishtabak vitapar vitruman vitna se vitadar vitale vitalal shemerekusha bereku. Le'lamin kol berchata shirata tishpakata v'nakamata damiran be'alma vemru. Amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shamaya chaim v'sava Yeshua v'nakama v'shazba refuah v'la salaka v'kapara v'ravak v'hatzala lanu l'chol amo Yisrael v'emru Amen. Ose shalom bimromav uvrachamav yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'emru Amen.
Ose shalom bimromav uberachamav yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ose shalom bimromav uberachamav yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al kol amo Yisrael v'emru Amen.
To all our beloved departed whom we now remember, may peace and bliss be granted in life eternal. May the Father of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort any bereaved among us. And let us say,
Amen.
may be seated, and service will continue with the 23rd Psalm, page 24.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake, his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, thy rod and thy staff, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. They comfort me. Surely, surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever, forever, forever.
This week's Torah portion is entitled Vayeshev, and it is essentially the story of, a great deal story of Joseph. The rabbi who I share from this evening is Rabbi Naphtali Reich, and it's an interesting look at Joseph's travel from Canaan to Egypt, and a little bit how God interacts in this entire scenario. What a stirring saga. Joseph is betrayed and conspired against by his brothers, and then thrown into a dark pit where he is doomed to die. At the last moment, the brothers pull him out, broken in body and spirit. He endures the additional humiliation of being sold as a common slave to a passing trading caravan. What could possibly be more devastating? How utterly hopeless Joseph's plight appears to be. In the midst of this hellish scene, notes the rabbi, the Torah tells us God lightened Joseph's suffering by arranging for his journey down to Egypt to be a fragrant, scented environment. The caravan of traders that has purchased him were carrying fine perfumes and spices. A pleasant fragrance wafted through the air around him as he made his way down to Egypt. What are we to make of this information? Here Joseph is being sold into slavery with no prospects of ever being freed. Betrayed by his brothers, he's at the mercy of lawless people who could abuse and exploit him at will. At such a harrowing time, would he be likely to notice the scent around him? And if he did, what difference would it make to him in his pain and misery? Yet, we must bear in mind that the Torah informs us about the spices in the caravan for a reason. Embedded in this dire and painful event was a secret note from God to Joseph. Don't worry, Joseph. I love you, and I will spare you whatever suffering I can. Look, even here in your miserable and wretched condition, I will show you that I am peeking out from behind the curtain by sending you this little ray of positive encouragement. If only you can decipher my message of caring and love. Our lives are a long chain of challenges and difficulties. Although these hardships may be divinely ordained to tone up our spiritual muscles and help us grow, it is often difficult to recognize them as such. Yet, if we are attuned, we can pinpoint moments in our lives when God demonstrates that He's watching from behind the curtain. All of us can be grateful for the seemingly small but infinitely valuable daily gifts and special messages with which Hashem lets us know that He is taking care of us. Be it with the blessings of good health, our precious children, beloved family and friends, or the innumerable other gifts we enjoy. We are constantly graced with God's loving beneficence. By training our emotions to always operate in thankful mode, we can weather life's disappointments. However, if we allow ourselves to fall into the mode of entitlement, as if we are owed life's blessings and luxuries, we will inevitably suffer a spiritual and emotional setback. Thought this was quite interesting. Certainly a different look at Joseph's situation. Many of us, well, we know that he was blessed, and we know that there was a purpose somehow. Although at first, one really looks at him as just a spoiled kid. But then that's for another time. Thank you for allowing me to share with you. Please stand as the ark is open. Service will continue with the Adoration Aleinu, page 25.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'tet kedala l'yotzer bereshit shelo saru kegoye haratzot ולא שמענו כמשפחות הרמה שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל המונם ואנחנו קוראים ומשתקבים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויסד ארץ ומשל יקר בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו ונול, אמת מלכנו ואפס זולתו, הכתוב בתורה, וידעתיים והשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל והארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We beseech thee, O God, on behalf of those who are stricken in health and strength. And on this Sabbath we ask for your blessings. On Erica Cooper and Christine Galan, Jim Spear and Hillary and Owen Matalon, Eleanor Thompson, Diane Wilson, Sam Melville, Nicholas McAdam, Samantha Matalon, and Wallace Campbell. Let thy blessings descend upon them, used for the restoration of thy servants, and increase the wisdom and knowledge of all those who are acting on behalf of humanity. May the afflicted amongst us learn patience under trials, and speedily be restored to health and usefulness. Baruch atah Adonai ve'kol amo Yisrael. Blessed art thou, O Lord, who healest the sick of thy people Israel, and of all mankind. Amen. And for all those who are ill in our community at this time, we chant for their healing.
Misheberach Avotenu Mechor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mechor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelama, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Be seated, and service will continue with our closing hymn on page 26 and 27, Igdal.
Yigdal Elohim chai ve'yishtabach, נמסה וינתר מציאותו, אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו, נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו. אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, לא נער או כליו קדושתו, קדמון לכל דבר, אשר נברא, ראשון ואין ראשית לראשיתו. הנו אדון עולם לכל נצר, יורה גדולתו ומלכותו, שפן נבואתו נתנו אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו. לא קם בישראל כמו שאול, נביא ומביטל באמונתו, תורת אמת נתן לעמואל, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו. לא יכל לפעל ולא יאמר, דתו לעולמים לזולתו, סופה ויודען סתרנו, מביט לסוף דבר בקנותו. מלך חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשערן כרשעתו, יסלח שקט ימים משיחנו, לפדות מחקקת ישועתו. מתים יחייל ברוב חסדו, ברוך הרער שם תהילתו. אלה 13 לעיקרים, הינם יסוד דתל ותורתו.
Stand for the final blessings. Ibareka karanai veishmareka. May the Lord bless you and keep you.
Amen.
Eranai penavaleka vekuneka. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you.
Amen.
Saranai penavaleka veasemleka shalom. May the Lord lift up the light of his countenance upon you and grant you and all humankind the blessing of peace.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom, happy and peaceful Sabbath to you all.